Well, hello and welcome back to the Late Shifts, episode 8.
8.
I am Dan. This is Cam.
Yes, hello.
And this is the breaking point.
Oh no.
If we titled our episodes, we would title this one The Breaking Point. Because I'm a broken man.
I hope that's not foreshadowing to horrendous news that I know that you have. I don't know where that sentence was going.
I just want everyone listening to know that I'm okay. Because the New York Giants are 6-1. And we're going to spend some time talking about that. But I want to end with that. I don't want to start with that. I want to get
No. Yeah, we got to end with the positive.
So when we left you last week, my roster had some things that were true about it. But we left on a high note. We had just beaten Najee in Paris. We were feeling good. We were going up against arguably the worst team by record. Also the worst team by record. And just for a refresher for our listeners here, this was the state of the team last week, right? We had Justin Fields, Romeo Doubs, George Pickens, Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey. He was not playing for San Francisco at the time.
No, he was still on Carolina at that point.
Kyle Pitts, Benjamin, Brandon Ayuk, Garrett Wilson, Jared Goff, Michael Gallup, Jamal Williams, Rashad Bateman, Jameson Williams. And so over the course of this past week, I proceeded to neglect to move Benjamin. If you watched the last episode, we decided not to play
Yeah, we decided he was not. It was good to wait a week. That's why you should not listen to anything we're saying.
So I was thinking about it. I texted Cam the night of the game, and I was like, I think he's actually going to be a good play. And Cam basically said nothing, like, what, do what you want to do.
Yes, I will admit to that. I did not. I kind of assumed you were going to do it regardless of what I said. Yeah. I still thought it was a bad idea, and I was wrong.
Yeah, well, I didn't feel strongly enough to really try, and I got a random dinner invite, and I spilled some food on the floor, and I lost the chance. And Benjamin went on to have a 22-point game against New Orleans, which everyone saw coming. I mean, to be fair, we could have known DeAndre Hopkins would change the game. I just didn't think he would change it for Benjamin. But
yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense. They had to cover him. They couldn't play the rush, but
regardless, it was not a good way to start.
Nope.
So that happened.
I guess the good news is that he'll be playing the Vikings, so that is a smash start.
So I kind of tilted, Cam, because that happened, and then over the course of the next 24 hours, we find out McCaffrey's being traded, which if it had been an hour before, I would have started instead of him. It was a whole thing. He ends up getting, 10 touches for, great fantasy product for 10 touches,
and literally for having been on the team for
10 minutes,
a matter of hours.
Yeah. Yep. But Romeo Doubs, 0 catches. I started Michael Gallup, 0 catches.
And I knew that was a terrible call. I didn't know he was only going to get 2 targets.
Jared Goff. Why did we think this was a good idea? After this, why did we think this was a good idea? After this,
dumb.
Why did we think this? It's not even this schedule is good. It's not even the schedule's good, Cam. You know who had a great game? This guy. Why did we not play?
I literally will not shut up about Justin Fields, and somehow I didn't force you to make that. I know. We did just see New England shut down Detroit, and Detroit Yeah.
we took one lesson from that game, and it was the wrong one.
The only thing that I think saves it is that I didn't let you drop him.
Well, I tilted and I dropped him. I
Yeah,
dropped everyone.
no,
I
you
dropped-
dropped Justin Fields.
I dropped everyone.
Ah,
You know what I did, Cam? I'm so frustrated.
ah.
I dropped Justin Fields. I dropped Eno Benjamin. I dropped Garrett Wilson. I dropped, that's it. Because I lost my mind. I'm so frustrated. And so now my roster, because I got a little piece of news that said Isaiah Pachenko is going to start for Kansas City, and I was like, I'm going to scoop him up in case this is real, because I need it. And you know what happened? He started, and then he got 2 more drives. He got 8 touches.
Yeah,
So that was good. And then Brees Hall tore his ACL.
yeah.
That was good. Kyle Pitts got tackled on the 1-inch line. That made me happy. I started Jamal Williams. They didn't give him the ball that much. That was fun.
No, it's true. They didn't.
So I lost my
And with
mind.
Swift out, I thought that was a lot that he'd get. Yeah.
I don't even remember when I dropped Fields. I lost my
And you can't get him back.
Well, so here's what's happening. I can. I'm churning the roster because, like I said, this is the breaking point. I've broken. I lost Javonte. I lost Trey Lance, and I'm saying I lost Darnell Mooney. I never had Darnell Mooney, the ghost of what he could have been. Basically, I've whiffed on pick 3, pick 2, pick 4, and pick 5. It's hard to win when you miss on 4 of your 5 top picks, Cam. Now, I'm gonna keep managing the team because we have a podcast to do.
Right.
But I've given up. I have no joy in this anymore.
You
I-
gotta get Justin Fields back though, because I
I had
mean,
some hope.
I'm
here's-
going to, regardless of whether he's on your team or not, I'm going to talk about him. But you
Here's
really
what's-
need to have him on your team so that this actually makes sense.
Here's what's gonna happen. If you take
Yeah.
a peek at the waivers,
Yes.
if I have my way, we're gonna pick up Danny Dimes.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
We're gonna get Justin Fields.
Yep.
We're gonna get Evan Ingram. We're gonna get Jess Edwards, and we're gonna get Deonta Foreman. And in the end, we're gonna play with all the guys that never had a chance to shine and should have. And we're gonna win this stupid league by dumb luck with a bunch of scrubs. I'm gonna rename my team Ain't No Scrubs in McCaffrey.
I was
And
gonna say, like, you could rename your team like the Dirty 15.
Jersey Boys and McCaffrey. So I'm guessing I can't get all these because somehow I'm still in 8th place, even though I have the second lowest points scored in the league. But that's where we're at. So yeah, I mean, the worst part is, Cam, if I had done smart things, this was a winnable matchup.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Brady didn't do nothing.
Man.
Hopkins did good. Mostert came out of nowhere, but none of this is world beaters. Look at Dallas. Dallas was legendary. If I had
Dallas
put
did
Fields in
amazing.
here, any wide receiver not named Romeo Doubs or Michael Gallup in here, and if I had jettisoned Kyle Pitt months ago, I would have won easily. Oh, and this. Why does Tom Brady suck so bad? This is why I dropped him in the first place. This is what I was afraid of. The 1 week I play him, that's what happens.
And it's against Carolina. How
You
is that
crushed
not?
them like a grape.
I looked at that score and I legitimately thought that they had made a mistake and like flip-flop the scores, because I didn't think there was any way, like if there was going to be a blowout, it would be the Buccaneers winning. How does Carolina win that with like jettisoning it? Their offense was bad, they jettison their best players and somehow they do better.
Well, obviously Christian McCaffrey was holding them back. Like that is a non question. It's just obvious.
Yeah, I mean, they fleeced San Francisco, clearly.
Yeah, it just makes sense. I just don't. What? How does how does Tampa Bay only have 46 yards rushing?
Well, here's your problem there. Ronald Jones was their leading rusher.
What?
I thought I remember seeing that.
That can't. That can't be. I refuse to. No. No one should have Ronald Jones be their leading rusher. Why can't I see the stats? They're hiding this from me. Okay, no.
Oh no,
it was Rashad White.
Rashad White. Okay, is Ronald Jones even on their team anymore?
No, they
Maybe not.
jettisoned him. He was a cheat.
Oh, okay. See, I guess I wasn't. I saw an R and a name I didn't remember, so I thought that was still Ronald Jones. Okay.
Yeah, he was on our team for a minute. He was doing great. I mean, by great, I mean like fine. I mean nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, like the rest of our players. But
Yeah, well, yeah.
anyway, I can't. So, yeah, your thoughts, Cam?
That was a tough week. Basically nothing went right for you.
No.
And what I think I like the most about it is that I can always count on you when things are going wrong to completely overreact. And I'm glad that you came through on that.
There was a moment where I just said, I hate this so much that I have to do something really stupid. And then I did it.
I mean, the fact that you knew it was dumb going into it, that at least counts for something. I mean, it's still a terrible idea, but knowing that you did it on purpose somehow makes it better. I don't know. This is probably a good thing that I'm not in the league because of that. Because if I was in the league, I would get frustrated. But because I'm not in the league, I can be like, I could see it happen.
Frustrated at me, like as a different owner, or frustrated as like a co-owner?
Oh, I would just be frustrated because I'm like, well, clearly this person has given up.
Oh, I haven't given up. I didn't drop McCaffrey. I didn't trade him. I didn't pull. Oh, the other thing we have to talk about is the trade.
Yes.
I didn't do this.
Yeah, you were referencing that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is part of the infernal.
Oh, I thought
tilt.
you were leading up into that.
Yeah, sorry. Well,
okay.
There's just been a lot. So how much have I told you about this trade?
You said it was, I believe you said it was terrible.
Uh-huh.
And I think you were kind of alluding that it was potentially like league breaking.
Well,
or maybe I was taking that too far.
Maybe I overreacted. I'm prone to doing that.
What? What were we just talking about? Overreactions? Nah.
But if I told you it was a 3 running back, 1 receiver trade, like, and with emphasis on running back. So 2 running backs for a wide receiver and a running back. And it's not my team. Yeah. So what other running backs do you think might be traded?
Well, what I'd like you to do is say the 2 that you thought, well, like say the side that you thought was on the losing side of it, sure. And then I'll try to guess the other side.
Sure. It was you mean the players that the loser got? Is that what you want? Yeah.
Like what King's ransom did they give up?
The King's ransom was Cordero Patterson, currently on IR, and Tony Pollard.
That was what they traded for?
Yep. They got Cordero on IR and Tony Pollard. And the part they were excited about was Tony Pollard.
What?
Now, to be fair, the wide receiver they traded away was Marquise Brown, who probably won't play again this season.
Yeah, he's probably done.
So that's fine. It's a 2-for-1, basically.
Well, because Cordero's out and
So it's a 1-for-1 with potential for a 2 at some point this season. Who was excellent 2 games out of 4 games. And the other 2, he was very bad.
the other guy that was referenced.
No, Cordero.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we knew that was going. Okay. So the other running back, the guy was excited to get Tony Pollard and gave up. Did he give up Kenneth Walker for it?
No, that would also be painful.
Right. What about trying to think of who he give up Aaron Jones?
Not Aaron Jones.
Oh, I thought that was one that they dump. They think they're dumping.
I don't know why your speaker got your microphone gets a little crackly sometimes, but
That's odd. I mean, they give up Swift?
nope. I'm gonna mute for a second so I can blow my schnoz.
Oh, good. This is going to be just excellent video. I'm going to try to keep talking during this so that it doesn't show you blowing your nose.
Darn it, I really tried to overact so it would be exciting for
Well, I guess we'll see what gets played and what doesn't. Thankfully, you don't edit any of this at all, aside
Nope.
from putting in a fantastic opening sequence. Anyway, I'll give it one more shot. I'm gonna say who's the Baltimore running back?
which one? Gus
The one-
Edwards,
The one that
Kenyon
doesn't
Drake,
suck, J.K. Dobbins.
Dobbins.
Is Gus
Justice
Edwards still
Hill.
there?
Just Gus came back this week, and I'm hoping to pick him up because he crushed.
Okay, never mind. So that's not him.
Nope.
I was just trying to think. I mean, I don't know. Just tell me who it was.
You
What?
know, the Russian champion from last year. The
What?
guy who dominated the fantasy football last year. Yep, there it is. Jonathan Taylor, Marquise Brown for Tony Pollard and Cordero
Tony-
Patterson.
The backup?
There you go. So it's fine. I'm just tilting a little bit. I'm just tilting. Do you see why I've given up? When there are those trades happening, when I offer good, normal trades to people and they're declined, and they go and accept those things.
What?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Okay. God, great. Yeah, it's definitely not super one-sided.
I mean, the good news is now he can start Tony Pollard and put Cordero in his IR so that he can have Dalton Schultz on his bench. So that's a win. Well, wait, no, he already had someone in IR. Guess that doesn't help. The worst part is he's not even going to feel any pain because he has ETN and Kenneth Walker.
Okay, yeah.
And so his team's going to be fine. But what is he doing? Trade him for like, I don't know, Cooper Cup, or
Yes.
so you don't have to start Tyler Lockett. Like,
Okay. Yep. That's league's over. It's done. Everything's done.
so like, do I offer Christian McCaffrey for Pittman and ETN and see if I can salvage my season? Do I just check all the players on his team and see if he'll give?
Yeah, just try to trade your entire roster. Just flip rosters. Just say, I'll give you all my guys. You can give me all yours.
Well, I would have rather done that before he got rid of Jonathan Taylor.
Well, I know, but it's still,
It's still a net positive.
I mean, yeah, that's the sad part.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. No, the worst part is I'm in 8th place and he's in 10th.
Well, then he'll do it.
Okay, I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, give that a shot. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. I mean, knowing the luck, what'll happen is Jonathan Taylor will get injured or something, and then it'll be like, oh, I made the right call. It's like, no, you didn't. You made a terrible call because you could have gotten so much more for Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, that's selling about as low as you can.
Yep.
That's if somebody offers you 30 cents on the dollar, you're telling them, oh, no, that's far too much. I will take 15 and no more. Don't you dare give me anything better than a single dime and a nickel. Thank you. But then if you offer something that's like close to $1, it's like, what is that? Don't waste my time. I'm here to make my team better. This is what I do. I won't listen to you, but I'll turn around and give somebody else everything because I've lost my mind suddenly. Yeah, that sounds about right. Cool.
All right, I'm actually gonna offer him my whole team for his whole team and just see what happens.
Yeah, do it. Why not? It'd be fun. I'd
Well,
love
I
to
like,
talk about it.
but I like McCaffrey. I wanna have him now that he's on the one team.
Fine. So leave him off and leave off
Yeah, because that's gonna happen.
Dalton Schultz, and then it'll happen.
No, I'll just do everybody. It doesn't matter.
Fine.
This is way more fun.
I mean, it would be amazing if he did that, just so we could talk about it next.
I'm just gonna leave off the kickers and defenses, just so it doesn't look like we're swapping teams entirely.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. Perfect. Love it.
All right, let's see. Did it work? Oh, I have to pick a player to drop because I have too many.
You got somebody in IR, don't you?
Yeah, I'll just drop Brees Hall because he's done.
Sad Brees Hall. I think they confirmed it was an Achilles, right?
ACL.
Oh, ACL. Okay. Well, either way, he's not playing for the rest of the year. That's for sure.
Yeah. Why isn't it working? Send the trade.
Do it.
Oh, a player involved in the trade is also involved in a waiver request. Lame.
So you'll have to do it like after waivers clear.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine.
Anyway, that's the nonsense from
Yeah.
this week.
Bombshells.
Yep. It's never boring over here.
Oh, how could it be?
But let's talk about something else. First of all, the one giant of my team, Wandale, actually had a fine game, posted 8 points, was involved, still isn't back to full health, like isn't doing all the snaps. So I think if he can stay healthy, he might be something.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
seemed good. Yes, Justin Fields is the entire Bears offense, but Daniel Jones and Saquon are the entire Giants offense. So
Yeah, yeah.
um,
Well, Daniel Jones over 100 yards rushing. You can't argue with that.
he still does not look smooth when he does it, but he is somehow so fast.
Well, yeah, he's fast, but he's also like big enough that usually the first guy can't get him down
Yeah,
without
yeah,
help. And so as long as he can get up to speed, like he can move. It takes him a while to
yeah.
get up to speed, but if
It
he can
just
get up to speed,
it looks so unnatural, and you're like, why is he running in the? Why is he moving so fast? How is this happening?
yeah,
But he always looks like he's about to fall.
which is what we've learned.
But like I was listening to ESPN like on YouTube or whatever, and they were saying like, are the Giants the real deal? They have to sign him, right? They have to at least franchise tag him. Like he's pretty much earned a contract so far.
Yeah. I think the rest of the season, because they're obviously not going to have to do anything until the end of the season,
Right.
obviously. I mean, if he keeps going like this,
Yep.
they would have to at least consider franchising him. Although, if you do that and you don't like get a long-term deal done pretty quickly,
Yeah, he could
like
be in
after
trouble.
that, it's going to be like a Kirk Cousins situation where you can franchise him for 1-2 years maybe, and at that point you just can't, because then it balloons into like a 35 or 40
Right.
million dollar thing
Right.
for 1 year. I mean, you
insane.
can't, you literally can't do that.
Yeah. But I think like he's earned a contract, and I think Saquon. I don't like spending on a running back, but I think he's earned a contract too.
That scares me.
Oh, I don't like it, but I don't
No.
like the message it would send. Not he's the leader of this team, even more than Jones is.
Oh, by all means, it's
can't-
not about the talent. It's not about the
Yep.
attitude. It's about being on the field.
Yeah, I agree. I still think we have to pay him.
I can't fault you with that. But again, that terrifies me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not excited about it, but he's earned it. Also, the thing that made me the saddest about the game on Sunday is Daniel Bellinger, that 5th-round tight end that's been crushing it, fractured his eye bone.
Yeah, I heard about that where you got like a hit, like he got punched or something.
Yeah, how does that happen? Dude had to have surgery. Like
Yeah.
he's out indefinitely because of that. His eye was bleeding. Like, I don't know what is this sport? Guys are getting literally killed out there.
Yes.
Maybe we should
totally
like,
true.
I don't know, play soccer or something. It's messy, but
Well, thank goodness you don't have boys.
yeah, right. They would not be allowed. I don't even know if my girls are going to be allowed to actually watch football.
Oh, to even watch?
It's too close. Too close. Did I tell you?
No, you can't be excited about this. It's too dangerous.
I told you Charlie's favorite team, right?
She likes the Broncos, doesn't she?
No.
No.
She roots for the Broncos and the Giants, but her favorite team, before the season started, she made this choice.
Oh gosh, you told me about this, and I remember being like surprised.
Fly,
Right.
Eagles, fly
No.
on the road to victory. Like of all the years, of all the teams, you pick the nemesis and the best they have.
And the only problem I have with that, as like I don't really care about the NFC East. That's not a big deal to me. But dang, Philadelphia, seriously? You want to throw your boat in with them? You want to get on that? Oh,
I
no.
know. I know.
Anyway,
I know.
congrats to the Phillies, by the way. Good job.
Yeah, well done, Phil.
Yeah, good job, Philadelphia.
There's few things we'll say on this on this podcast that are positive about Philadelphia.
Yeah,
But we will say good job, Phillies.
I felt the need to do that because I do rag on Philly fans for legitimate reason, and they know it. But they played well. They played well. I hope they get beat by the Astros.
Yeah, we all do, but we'll
I mean,
recognize
and
them.
I don't like the Astros because of the whole cheating thing. Not a
Right.
big fan, but I still take them over the Yankees. I was happy to see that. And yeah, I'd rather see them win over the Phillies.
I'm on board with that. Well,
But speaking of Justin Fields,
yes.
I'm very much excited about him. Just the fact that like the Bears have kind of realized that he's like it took
They
him a
did
while.
designed runs for him.
Wait, he's our best runner?
Why did it take till week 6 for this to happen?
Oh, because it's the Bears. Because they don't know what they're talking about or doing ever. But they at least figured out that maybe doing designs runs for your quarterback who's like amazing at running, probably a good idea. And then when the defense starts putting a QB spy out, suddenly there's more room to throw the ball? What? Is that how it works? I'm confused. We need to keep him in the pocket for at least 5 more weeks, and then we'll know. And they finally figured it out. That was an interpretation of the Bears coaching staff, in case anyone was unclear.
The only part I think you missed is where they said, wait a minute, our jobs are on the line? Oh no.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah. Look, wait, we have to win games to keep our job. Okay, yep, let's start making good decisions now.
Now, the only thing I will say is that Justin Fields, in having to run for his life and in having, no offensive line,
Yeah.
he did have 4 fumbles. That is
I
a Daniel
agree.
Jones number of fumbles.
Yep.
A
It was
pre
not great,
Dayball's
but
number.
he did well. And I think what he also realized is that he can't throw the ball to Dante Pettis.
Hmm.
That was another thing where it's like you look at Dante Pettis, and even if he's open, I mean, kind of especially if he's open,
Sure.
don't throw him the ball because he'll drop it. That's what he's been doing.
It's true. That's
So-
true. Well, in this game, it looks like he had 1 reception for 2 yards.
Yep,
So
on 2 targets.
so that's good.
Yeah, that's all he needs. That's all he should get after dropping multiple wide open passes.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. It will be interesting. But I still don't regret dropping Darnell Mooney. Maybe by
That's
the
fair.
end of the year I will, but he's not going to fly me to the Mooney.
No, I think you're going to have to change your team name now.
Yeah, let's wait and see who's on my team in a little
Yeah,
bit.
we'll see who you've got, and then we'll figure it out from there.
All right, well, let's conclude just by one more second asking the question. I think at the beginning of the year we said, what is the ceiling for the Giants? Like you and I had a little conversation about that.
Yep.
They currently sit at 6-1. And I think I was expecting, so I don't remember what I said, but something where between like 7 and 9, maybe like that's, I don't think I got to double digits in my win expectations.
I want to, and I could be remembering incorrectly.
Maybe 10.
I think you were a little more positive than me. I think you had them a winning record.
Okay.
I thought they were going to be around 500. I think that's what I said. I have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
But I
Well-
believe that's what I said.
Well, here's who we have left, and let's just like take it game by game and say, do we think better chance they win or they lose?
Yep.
Next week is at Seattle.
At Seattle is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
you've won so many close games. I think this one's going to be a loss. I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, they've got insane momentum. I think anything can happen, but I think if I had to go 50-50, there's a better chance that these weird Seahawks team that Ken Walker somehow is, the next coming of LaDainian Tomlinson or whatever. Yeah, so let's say they lose
Sean
that.
Alexander.
Sure.
Keep it, yeah. Keep it with the Seahawks. He's the next Sean Alexander.
He can be Marshawn Lynch for all I care. He's still going to run all over us.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, so let's say they lose that one, 6-2. Texans at home.
I mean, Texans at home, you've got to win that game.
Yeah, I agree. Have to win it.
You have to.
So I'm just gonna put that on the board. 7-2. Lions at home.
Yeah, you're gonna win that one too.
I think so too. 8-2. Cowboys in Dallas.
That's a loss.
Great. 8-3.
That's a loss.
At home versus the Commanders.
Well, here's what I say. I know that Giants always play Dallas tough in Dallas.
Yeah.
But that Dallas defense is just too good.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but by then Dak will be like functioning. It'll be not good. So let's say we lose. What did we say? 8-3.
Yeah.
Commanders at home.
They just beat Green. No, you're gonna win that
one. All right, 9-3. I said 9 wins out loud. Okay.
Yep.
Eagles at home. So 10-3. No, just kidding.
No, you're gonna lose that one too.
Okay, 10-4. At the Commanders.
I think you're going to lose that one.
All right, let's say I give it to you. We're going to lose one of these close ones.
Yeah,
let's just say it's that one.
It's going to happen. It might not be that one, but I think you'll lose.
Yep. 10-5 at the Vikings.
You're going to win that one. I'm calling it right now.
I think it's still bet. If I had to 50-50 it, I would still say we lose, but great. So we're either 11-5 or 10-6, and then we play the Colts at home. That's got to be a win with this rookie coming in. They bench Matt Ryan. They are a mess.
The Colts are going to go from disaster to disaster. It's one of those seasons for them. They're not going to put it together. I still think like Jonathan Taylor is going to have some good games, and you don't give him up for Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think you win that one.
I agree. That puts us at 12 wins going into the Eagles in Philly. And so we have a realistic shot at 12 wins. That's insane.
Neither of us would have guessed that whatsoever.
Like, what was
I don't think. I gotta look at it again because I gotta remember what we said.
Yeah, I need to go back, but I'm just curious. In 2021, NFL standings, you know who had 12 wins? Not the Bills. They had 11 wins. Not the Bengals. They had 10 wins. The Titans had 12 wins, and the Chiefs had 12 wins. And I think that was a very realistic expectation of how things could play out.
Yeah.
You know who had 12 wins on the other side? Dallas, the Rams, and then the Packers and the Buccaneers had 13.
Well, and that's the crazy thing, because like even if you get to those 12 wins, you're still not going to win your division.
Oh nope. We're going to be like it's going to be like the Cardinals last year. The Cardinals had 11 wins and lost their division. The 49ers were right behind them with 10 wins.
Yeah. So I'm saying like things like that definitely happen, but that division is like actually kind of crazy how good they're playing.
Yeah, I just can't believe we're going to go from 4 wins, 4-13 to 12 potentially.
Theoretically 12. Yeah.
Yeah, like even the fact that we are already blowing bats, like we haven't had this start since 2008. It's crazy.
Right.
All right, last thing before we turn off for the night. The 49ers, good choice or bad choice to trade for Christian McCaffrey?
for what they gave up, I still think it was a good choice. I mean, keeping the second and third rounders that, you know, those guys could still realistically be something.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the fourth rounder and up, those are dice rolls. You just don't know.
Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't give up a first rounder to get him, I think that that's decent. I think that he is going to fit in really well with how Garoppolo plays.
Yeah. Yeah.
Garoppolo doesn't necessarily push the ball down the field, and giving him McCaffrey another weapon out of the backfield, kind of something they had been lacking.
Yep.
And I mean, they did really well with like Matt Breida in that role. And I don't think anyone's going to argue that McCaffrey is not a massive upgrade from that.
Right.
I think Kyle Shanahan's going to do great stuff with him.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know what it means like moving forward. Like, I think this year it gives you the best chance to win, but like, are you going to be able to pay him? Are you going to be able to pay Kittle and Ayuk and Debo? Like, I don't know, from a team building perspective, if it doesn't work this year, if you're good, and with the injuries on defense, I don't know if they're a Super Bowl team right now, but I get that it gives you the best chance to win this year, and it gives you the best chance next year to say, is Trey Lance something? Because you've got amazing receivers and now a running back that is the best in the league.
Yeah. And at that point, like, you have to figure out who your quarterback is. And this is a way to do that. And because Trey Lance was terrible.
Yeah.
But that happens. You don't know. I mean, effectively still kind of like feeling like a rookie to me. And you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call him done yet.
Yep.
And this way, you know, if you make this call and figure out that Trey Lance isn't the guy and you move on from him, you gave up a lot to get him, and you know, that hurts, but not as badly as overpaying him and then being like, oh crap, we thought this guy was going to be our franchise QB. We found that he isn't, and we're locked into a deal with heavy guaranteed money.
Yep. Well, on that note, we are going up next week against Russell Wilson, Deebo Samuel, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Leonard Fournette, Michael Carter, makes me angry, Dallas Goedert, Christian Kirk, Nick Folk, and the Denver defense. And this guy had the audacity to pick up Darnell Mooney. So we got to take him down.
The audacity.
The last thing I'll say, and then we can sign off, is I found out there's a trick in Yahoo that if a player's on your bench, even if they've already played, you can still cut them. And so I dropped Eno Benjamin after the Thursday night game out of rage that he scored so many points and I couldn't play him. And so I just wanted you to know that. And that's all we got for tonight. Thanks for joining us for the late shifts. That is an example of the kind of late shifts you're here for.
That's right. That's why you stay to the end.
And we will see you guys.
Complete lunacy.
We'll see
Have
you guys
a good day, everyone.
next week. Go Giants.